So this is going to be my first blog post for innovation. Following the reading of Chapter 9 of Think Your Choice, I thought about how the Scamper method applied to our recent group pitches. In my case, my group did a bowling alley right near campus, and we proposed that we would buy the property right across from the golf course, that office building right there. Now, even though this is not the case of where one idea ends up turning into a whole nother, like it did for Alexander Graham Bell or Ray Kroc, those are the founders of AT&T and McDonald's, we still have to think about the modifications and substitutes in order to actually make it work. As most people would guess by now, bowling alleys have been on a decline, but they are making a comeback. But as you can guess, there is a reason for it. Okay, let me just move out of the way from all the passing traffic so that doesn't interfere with the audio from this video. So part of the substitutes and modifications would be, for one, taking the old office building and turning it into a bowling alley. We already knew that there's enough square feet to do so after looking at the plans and the property that was for sale on the website. Now we have to talk about how we're going to get McDaniel students to go there and how it's going to continue to operate even without them. We've talked about possibly taking McDaniel bucks to make it more affordable as we started making profits, as well as including stuff like pool tables, arcade games, and etc., bars, pub, maybe not a bar, because, you know, underage, but pub for food, stuff like that. I've seen places like Main Event back in Newark, Delaware, where they have pool tables, they have arcade games, they have a kind of like a miniature zipline obstacle type thing on the ceiling, and that way they don't have to just rely on bowling as their main source of income, and they can also make the games cheaper. I've also seen places like Main Event or just bowling alleys in general offer certain deals, such as college student night or, you know, discount night, stuff like that. So instead of accidentally turning into a new idea that ends up making millions, we're just taking a simple idea that's already in place and we're modifying it so people will continue to come even after it's been in decline. Because, you know, that's been the scenario for movies, books, and music. You know, they've all evolved to the internet and the stores have gone out of business as a result. But since bowling definitely cannot be just converted to the internet and it'll have the same feeling to it, this is something a little more within reach.